Oh, right. Here we are, a little evening stream here. I know it's been a little while since I've done some live stream. Um, but I thought it would be a good time uh, tonight. I was playing a day or two or three ago, maybe yesterday, I don't know. And I had this guy that was played AFK for a while, and I could tell every time he was on the other team, he'd play. Every time he's on my team, he would sit there. So I started thinking, well, I guess he's going to play AFK. Well, then he starts moving. And then for the next 3 to 4 games, he YOLOs. No shots, just drives into the enemy and dies. So I start calling him out on that. Okay, so he's going to YOLO or AFK or whatever. And I finally get a peep out of him. He never talks to me, but finally, after some games, well, I'm just making it even. You can go ahead and use that mod if you want. And so he's apparently a relatively new player. I don't think he's maybe 100 or two. I don't know. I don't remember seeing him for the past 2 weeks or so. 1 week in tier 1. Anyway, I tried to get out of him what mod he's talking about. Aslain's mods, that I use. I don't know what the mod is that he's talking about. And so it got me thinking, there are people that might think that I would use some sort of aimbot or mod because of the fact that sometimes I get really good shots, even on from the worst guns in the game, in the Black Swan. And so I thought about that for a bit, and I was thinking, well, how can I tell them I don't? I can broadcast, but of course, you had a lot of these high-end players, and at least one or two or whatever got caught. They were broadcasting their aim assist programs. Well, obviously, they were not using those aim assist programs only on the broadcast that they got caught. I believe they were using them more often, and in fact, they were using them so often, this is my opinion, that it never occurred to them I shouldn't be using it. After a while, you kind of get used to something, and it doesn't occur to you that not everybody should be seeing this because they're so used to seeing it on their screen. And so I just think that they forgot to take that out. And what I mean by that is, I can use these different screens that I have, these overlay screens and such. You have this to where the game goes back. You build these types of screens. I use the OBS software broadcaster. And you can build these. And here's the same screen again, except without my face, but it still has the chat thing here, and it shows the number of viewers here and here. It's just kind of an overlay, and this over here is showing you the name, tier 1, and what server and such. I put these in these locations, just like I made the game screen here smaller. Put the chat program down here, and you can move things around, and I can show. Sometimes I'll show the webcam down in this corner here, and sometimes I won't. And I can just show just the game itself, or I can show the game without any of the other overlays. And each of these are different things that I can click on, and I can show different stuff. Like right now, you're looking at just, I have OBS saying just capture the game screen. And that's all it's capturing. Now, I don't know whether these guys, gals, whatever, I don't know, were just showing the game screen in the broadcast, just this game screen here in the broadcast, but not showing the overlays. I don't know. So I thought about that. I said, well, I can broadcast, but these guys broadcast, and they still didn't show their cheats for a while. So I'm thinking, how can I just show that what I'm using? And I think the best way to do it is something like this. Just click this up. Boom. Now, what you're looking at is simply a setting called display capture. And what you're looking at is the screen that my game is on. See, here's my game. I click my game down there. Oh, look, here's that thing that said just Swannon. You know, this is this snaz, whatever, that I click on, and whatever I want to put in there. Here I've written out the description for the stuff I'm on. This is my Yahoo Live game here. All right, and look, I can click on this tab, and here's my um, um, Twitch live. You know, I can go through my email, and all you have the different things that I've got going on. I run my forums, and, you know, sometimes I'll check the forums and see what they're doing here. And what you're looking at is just my desktop. Okay, here's my matchmaking monitor. This gives me indication I'm in the North American server, of which, you know, the teams are, what the makeup of the different teams are. This was the last game I played. I don't know when, this morning, sometime, I don't know. And over here in the corner is my file manager, or task manager, excuse me. This shows the things that are running. Firefox, you just saw that, look down here on the screen down here, or on the bar. There's Firefox right there. Matchmaking monitor, you're looking at that. OBS Studio, that's my broadcasting software. That's what's giving you ability to see. Restream. Chat is the chat program that allows me to see the chat coming up on screen from both from both YouTube and Twitch. Both of them show up in this one chat window here. There's Restream. Snaz is that little program. I can actually kill that now because I'm done with that. So I'll kill that program, and that goes away. See that? Look at that. Cowabunga. Task Manager, which is what it is, and Windows Explorer, because I have files open. You know, checking different files and status of drives and such. So anyway, so here we have our World of Warships, okay, and yeah, okay. Performance, I don't care about any of that, I guess, but you know, this shows our programs that are running World of Warships and such, and this shows the stuff I use, antivirus and such. These are the background processes, AMD, the broadcast DVR, the different comms here that I utilize, crash handler, all this kind of stuff. NVIDIA container, Radeon settings. I haven't taken a NVIDIA container out because it's an NVIDIA motherboard, but it's got a Radeon video card. Anyway, so this shows you the background processes, and then of course there's the Windows processes that are just part of the Windows services system, and the like. These are the things running, and you're looking at the desktop, my desktop. There's no overlays on my desktop. It's just what it is. Yes, my desktop is 1920 by 1080, but I use a 1650 by I don't know, whatever windowed screen for my game here, and so that way I can grab into other things even while I'm playing game. I can do other stuff if I want to do. I wanted to set that there. So maybe playing a few rounds in this mode, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not telling my broadcasting software to just show the game window, you know, like this. Just show the game window, or show the game window with overlays, like you know, with these things stuck on it here, or manipulate another picture and all that. You're just looking at my screen, just like I'm looking at my screen. This is it, and I'm thinking maybe this will show, you know, that I don't have overlays. I don't have stuff on this screen that's assisting me in real time to do the things that I do. And on top of that, I'll leave this running. here in the background. Oh, doesn't see it. There we go. I'll leave this running in the background. But you see that there's just basic programs here. You can look each one of these up if you want. But there's no aim assist or any stuff like that that's running as some sort of separate program. And as I've shown you before on my own on YouTube, I've got a video showing me installing mod packs, both the World of Warships, the Wargaming officially distributed mod pack, as well as Aslain's, whatever, I don't know, mod pack. And that's what gives me like my gold color cursor. That mod pack gives me this that shows me I haven't played any games here since I've logged in, obviously. You know, how many games I've played, how many I've won, what's my percentage, all this kind of stuff. The mod pack, well, the other things you'll see in the game that the mod pack does. But, you know, as far as anybody thinking that I use some sort of aimbot cheat, let's just get into a game here real quick. And, oh, yeah, here. Yeah, see, here's different playlists I have. Smooth jazz. What is it, Three Stooges that I'll play. Different Mystery Science Theater playlist. Different music. Old Command and Conquer game that I have that runs. World of Warplanes. There it is. Star Trek Online. I've been doing some stuff with that. And other junk. So, you know, it's just nothing nefarious there or anywhere else. Let's kick this game back up. We're going to kick that up too. Sit there in the background. I'm going to leave this running. Let you just see if something else pops up, you know, and such. Maybe I'll try to switch over on that while we're playing a game. And just, this is the best way I know to show that, you know, I'll use the Aslain mod pack and I'll show you the different, you know, things that Aslain's mod pack gives to me as far as playing this game. But you know, here's it is. It's no overlays, no chat overlays or other stuff like that. You're just looking at the raw feed of the screen that I use to play this game. And you know, clock, just nothing out of the ordinary here. There it is, just stuff. My Bluetooth and whatever. The OBS shows it's recording right now. My CPU indicator, because I have Task Manager running and active. Yeah. And then it goes quiet because this particular window is no longer in focus. When I click on the window, cowabunga, we get noise again. See that? Okay. So let's play a game or two, just windowed, and I'll try to, you know, I'll play as I normally play. Maybe we'll be good, maybe we'll be bad. I don't know. But just to show, let you literally look over the theLaala's shoulder, looking at his basic gaming rig, which isn't much. $100 Craigslist special. Little business computer that I upgraded and put 12 gigs of RAM in. It's not an i5, it's not an i3, it's a pre-i, it's a quad core something or other, I don't know, Q9550 or something like that processor. And I upped it from 4 to 12 gigs of RAM, I think it was, and that's it. And then I have a video card in there, which is well, let's put it this way, the proprietary power supply. I tried to get an adapter to adapt it to a regular power supply pinout, and it didn't work. And so the power supply that I have can't even power, you know, a video card that needs external power, you know, a separate power source. So my video card doesn't even have that. So just a basic system, you know. And as I said, there's no cheats here, and it's just as frustrating. So I figured out, let's put a YouTube on and just show how things work. Now, one thing I'll do is I'll usually switch quickly to Matchmaker and just kind of get a quick idea of my opponents No stats are hidden. Either they've the first game in the boat, or they don't want you to know about their stats. We got 1,000 in this boat here. What do we got over here? Eric 72 with over 1,900 in his Hermelin. You got this clown here. And all right. Shouldn't be too difficult, I suppose. Guess we'll see here shortly. Get into the game. Part of Aslain's mods is these health bars here. Part of Aslain's mod is this type of I should really play the game here real quick. Hang on. Let's get underway. And we'll point ourselves. That's good. Yeah, and these health bars here, you can adjust, put ship icons in there if you want. Ship levels are good, but I'm not in tier 1. But since everybody at tier 1 is tier 1, and there you go. I don't need any of that. Same thing with the info. I know all of these ships. I don't need their. I don't care about clan icons and that junk, and ship classes. They're all cruisers at tier 1. So a lot of these, this is very truncated, very, very short. I would, ramp that up a little bit if we were playing in higher tiers. The health bars themselves only update whenever we have information on the boat. So if the boat is hidden and has been hit by something, somebody, or whatever, I won't know until the next time the boat is seen by one of our players. So these are not cheats here. I've talked to before about the white X that shows where I'm aiming. See the white X down here? That's that point in the water right there. Some go, oh, it's an aimbot. No, an aim assist tells you where to aim. What this is not an aim assist. This is telling you where you are aiming. A completely opposite concept. And available. Look at there. Look at the X disappear. Oh, no, sorry. There we go. See the X disappear? Now see it come back? Look at there. Firing range. Right there it is. Last known position will be these white ships. That ship was seen for a second, and now it's not seen, but the last time it was seen, it was there. That's what that is, and that's available to anyone. See, ship's gone. See, ship's back. Cowabunga. So some of these are in mod packs. Both mod packs, both Aslain and Wargaming's official distributed. Now, when I say distributed, I mean distributed. They don't actually write the mods. Mod makers write the mods and then send them into Wargaming. Wargaming approves them and then packs them all together in their little pack. All right, so it's not a Wargaming distributed item. Sometimes people go, "Hey, Wargaming, when are you going to put out the mod pack?" They're going to put it out as soon as the mod makers make the mods, and then as soon as Wargaming approves the mods that the mod makers make. That's the way it works. So anyway, all right, how are we doing? What are we doing here? We're going to take our standard southern route here. Notice the light bulbs. I still have 1, 2, 3 ships that have not shown up. They could well be down in the southern sea, since the northern sea seems to be pretty well spied. Aha, look at that. We got our Hashidati. Is Hashidati moving? He is moving. He does see me. He is not shooting. I don't know why, and I don't care too much. Now I got a second one there, and I have a third one. Now that guy is taking his opportunity to shoot at me. I'm going to take an opportunity to shoot at him, not because I'm just tit for tat, but because he's got me a broadside. Now I know where to aim on these boats, alright? I know where their citadels are at. No aim assist. It's just when you've played, I probably have, but on all 4 servers, North American, Russian, European, and Asian, I probably have 6,000 to 7,000 tier 1 games. 6,000 to 7,000 games with the same 3, 4, now 6 boats, whatever. Okay, so I know where to aim. Why all the extra, you ask? Hang on here, go get this. Because I'm trying to show that I don't use any sort of aim assist programming. Okay? Yeah. I'm showing my desktop right now, and showing that there's no aim assist running. Alright, you can take a look out here if you'd like. There's no aim assist running out here. Okay? because I've been accused of I think, using an aimbot or something like that. So the best thing I can do is just show, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm showing the desktop, when not the window, but just the desktop that I used to play. And so you're seeing precisely what I see, and no more. You know, it's because I don't have any anymore. I'm not using any aim assist or any stuff like that. I use mods, but not the aimbot stuff that some would say. So I thought, I'll play a game, and I'll just play with the naked screen going. Just let everybody just see the screen the way it is. And like I said, the reason that I hit boats is not because I'm told by some aimbot where to aim. It's because I have seen these boats for 6,000-7,000 games, on the different servers. And so I know at distance, based upon their speed, relatively speaking, I can pretty well guesstimate where to drop my shells on each boat. I'm still learning with the Chang'an and such. These boats are both out of my range right now, but okay, I got a minute. I'm gonna cruise. What do I want to do? They're all sweeping in from the north. I'm gonna have to face them. Do I want to face them from theirs? No. I got Fogey, if he makes it, which I doubt he will. Yes, this is also indecision time. Okay, so I got a couple coming back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this guy. Now this thing here in the middle just gives me a relative position of my nose to their boat. I know that he's coming toward me, and so I'm laying my line in just below. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, ain't that the beauty? Okay, who have I got here? I don't know, but he knows what to do, and he's doing it well. So we're gonna have to swing back. This is a chance I take for shooting way out of holy cow. Alright, so I am flavor of the day, and I don't know that I'll survive this encounter. I'll try, but it's not likely, particularly with this guy in my way. And when I hit him, I'll do enough damage to kill myself. And hopefully I did not turn him pink. That's really frustrating. Anyway, let's see, where was I now that I've died? Oh, golly. Put this matchmaker screen down. Oh, quit. Okay, so anyway, and here you can just take a look down. There's nothing running out of here. Yeah, being long range. Yeah, being long range with anything. That's exactly why I use my Swan to get to a possible point blank range. At point blank range, we can do some work, but at long range, those guys are sweeping in from the north, and I was just trying to be of some quick help and distraction, and I got distracted. All right. So anyway, but you can see through here. There's no Windows Defender, Windows Security, the system settings bar, those types of things. Yeah. The Radeon drivers and such. Nothing nefarious. And the mods that you see in here, like I said, whether they be the health bar mods that you see along here. Excuse me. A couple other mods, my show me what different things look like or whatever. These are just spotting mods, my clock and other things like that, and this adjusts my chat a little bit. And then you saw that mod there, and that mod is, frankly, let me see if I can't do this real quick. Yeah, I think I can. Okay, well, sort of, guess not. Anyway, all that mod you saw in the middle here is simply the nose of this and this. See how this is pointed down? And so it takes those two pieces of information and puts them right there in the middle. So this is not like a cheat. Oh, it's giving you information you don't have. No, it's just consolidating two pieces of information at two opposite sides of the screen and putting them in the middle for me to, oh, I did rotten at this. I don't even want to look at it. So that mod that a lot of people really get upset about, that mod right below my reticle. As I said, that's just the nose of my boat and the nose of the boat that I happen to be targeting. It shows the position of that boat, and it shows the nose here. And then what it does is it shows the straight line, the line between us. If you drew a line between us, it shows that line and how both of our noses are in relation to that line. So, if he's coming straight south and I'm going kind of to the northeast or northwest or something, you draw a line between the boats, and he would be coming right at me, and I would be kind of right off to the back, and such. So the few mods that I use, and some people don't use them at all, I enjoy them. I like to quickly spot and see where the health situations of my friends and enemies are, so that I know who I need to target, who I need to watch out for. Sometimes there's been games I've had almost no health. Yeah, that's true. I'll play vanilla, maybe for as much as a day or two, until Aslain gets his mod pack reconstituted. I don't mind it, but they're helpful to me to look at. And here, just instead of me having to put this and this together in my mind, I already have those two pieces of information right there, and such. So it's a little less flipping back and forth with my eyes while I'm doing my aiming and things of this nature. So yeah, that's true. You can be very familiar with the game and such, but it takes a the mods just basically give you information you could have. Like I could take a look at the screen of each ship, and I have all the names and the health and everything of each ship on top of the ship. That's not a mod. That's in the game itself under alternative battle interface, and you can click that to full, which I do. But this just records that information and then keeps that information on screen for me. So even when I'm not looking at them, I still have that information in front of me. So, that's just information that's assistive, but not information that is predictive, not information that is not available to everyone, and such. This is just information that is available, that's simply put in a handy and a continuous information stream on either side, those health bars particularly. So we'll do another one. Again, you can just see over here, it's got my web browser running. Yep, there it is, my web browser. Oh, look, I have a notification here, and such. So, and yes, some of the mods, Wargaming sees that the mods are valuable, useful, and incorporates them. The smoke timer mod, I think, and even the smoke lines, the lines that would appear on the water to show the smokes deal, are I think both of those were in mods at one time, and Wargaming saw the value and then incorporated them into the code. So mods are valuable proof of concept, and things that make it possible. Now no, they're not cheats. Yeah, here I go. Here's Wargaming kicking me out. So instead of getting into the game, it kicked me out to the login server. I get that probably every 6 to 10 games now. I get kicked out to the main server and such. So we're out to the main, waiting for this to register me in, and if you notice, it'll take me right into right into the game, right into the particular match that I was waiting to log into here. And I'll log in about a minute or so late. People are already moving around. If you can see everything's going on there. And my system is still trying to chug through the information to get me going. And as you can see, I'm now a minute and 10 seconds late into the game. I'm in the middle. I haven't the time to go north or south now since I've already lost a minute and 15. While we're doing that, I'll take you. Like I said, we're just on my desktop. So I take a quick assessment of my peeps here, particularly the people I'm working against. Guru with 1,000 games in his Orland, Trotsky with 5,400 in his Swan, Eric with 19 and change in his Hermelin, WMC with almost 700 in his Swan. So we've got some stiff competition out there in the waters and such. So okay, so we'll click up the game here. Oh dear. Oh, got to get our task manager over there on the side. Here we go. Wouldn't want somebody to think I've kicked something up. All right, here we go. All right, where's Horseman gonna go? I don't know. All right, we've already lost 2 boats. This is gonna be a happy one, isn't it? Part of the Three Stooges up there. I have 4 Eries against me. This is gonna be one ugly game. 4 stinking lousy Eries. Okay. Alright. That Erie's getting whacked as he just sits out in the middle, showing his tactical capabilities. I think I'll sit out here in the middle, see how many boats can hit me at the same time. Yeah. Whew. Alright. Have at it. Alright, on my part, I've got Eries that are outside, and really the best thing I can do is try to be hit by only one at a time. 1 Erie at a time. 10-5, so he is just in range. His smokestack does not look like he's barely cruising. So I need to ease right up on him. I bet it has. Look at there, we've lost 4 boats already to dopes. This is going to be a fun game. Yeah. No, I call it the noob slaughter shoot. Yeah. So, hey, we actually killed a boat. This is amazing. We're really going to have to deal with some of them Eries. Oh my goodness. All right, so I got nobody up there spotting. And it looks like we have 2 AFKs. That's okay. We can afford all sorts of AFKs. We don't need boats. Oh, man. You know, I understand logging in a minute and a half to 2 minutes late. I mean, you just saw me do that because of the stupid game. But who are these people that queue up but never show up? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, this guy says, hey, I think sailing out in the middle so that I can be hit from the southeast or west, from the west and from the northwest. I think that's a great idea. It maximizes my ability to die as soon as possible. Tactical thinking. The tactical thinking of some of these people, it is absolutely chimpanzee tactics. I mean, they just read the chimp manual on how to drive a boat. Here we go. All right, I got 1 Erie that's coming in. Nose on, but it doesn't really matter. Look at the swans. Look at there. My shell spread is so ridiculous. Alright. Let's shoot some more at nothing. And hit that. Very same thing. And this is pretty tough when we have 2 boats that are AFK and the rest that are dead. This is, once again, a team of individuals with 2 digits in their IQ. I think. I'm not sure if maybe they don't go that high. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can't take out this shark right here, Juckaroo. Try to plant some kisses on his cheek. Alright. Yeah, don't I know that. Because our team can't sink a boat. They can sit out in the middle. All day long they sit out in the middle. Now I'm getting hammered because I'm too far out. Alright, he has. I really thought he slowed down. Sometimes they like to do that, but not him. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, some of them do. That is quite true. That is quite true. All right, we're just gonna let this Orlan sail to glory here. Who have I got shooting me? Probably one of those Eries. Yeah, trying to take my nose off here. And Orlan will turn away. They always love to turn away just when they get to me. Why? I don't know. Alright, let's see if I can't get a piece of him. I can't. I can see him, but I can't hit him. Alright, so I gotta pop out here. There we go. Now we gotta get him sunk and get out of dodge. There we go. Alright, now. Alright, here we go. Alright, so he knows I've got his cue now. Oh, they're behind me and in front of me. Look at that. Okay, so we're done. We're done. Nothing to do but do it. I can't even take one more with me, can I? Not really. What a team. Yeah, what a team. Please, go away. Gosh. Alright, so now I have to wait for the runaway. I've never understood the runaway. You know, I will run and I will hide if I have a strategy, if there's a purpose, if I can take them one-on-one. But to run, to just simply, I'm going to preserve my life for an extra 30 seconds, there's no point to it. I mean, there's no point to preserve. Run if there's a strategy to win behind the running, but you don't just run to preserve your life. I mean, it's bad manners, really what it is. It's just saying to the guys who have died because you're too muppet to play, please wait longer before you can play while I salvage 30 more seconds before I die. I mean, if you know, you're not going to win. You're just going to make everybody wait for you to die. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's why most people don't play weekends, because you got these weekend people that come in and then they all park on your team. I don't know how they know you're on your team. they have a choice. Do you want to be on his team or another team? Let's be on another team. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Team play can work at Tier 1, but frankly, a lot of the reason I work at Tier 1 is because team play is not that important. It's important that the team at least take one with them. You know, if you're going to die, at least have a 1 in the column so that when you die, you've taken 1 with you. So the game is not, we've not lost anything. It's the same game after you die as before. You know, most people die, but they can't sink a boat. And so now the game becomes more lopsided with each death because they can't sink a boat. Just sink a boat. Sink one stinking lousy boat. Please, if you're going to die stupid, at least take another stupid with you. But, you know, when it gets to be, oh, I got 4 boats and they have 12. You know, there comes a point in time to where I might try to sink 1 boat, but I may not get the 1 boat sunk before these 7 boats that are focusing on me put me down. But anyway, in Tier 1, for me, yeah, matching high rate rend players with low rate, I would love to see. Matchmaker can't be any worse. I'd love to see any matchmaker change, for nothing else, just for the sake of change. Just, you know, it's like painting a room a different color. You know, it doesn't need new paint; it just needs a new color. Anyway, a lot of what I like about Tier 1 is that teamwork is not so important. Teamwork. It's important that each team member take one with them at least if you're going to die. But teamwork is not. And particularly for me, I am a lousy team player. I am. I prefer to go and work on my own. I work in stealth. I'd rather the entire team on the north side of the map and me at the south side all by myself. That's how I work, because I work with stealth, I work with surprise, I work with point blank range, so I can generally take boats out quickly that are surprised, and you know, I try to point my boat at them so they've got a very little cross section to shoot at, and I've taken out multiple boats, you know, in very short order. And so in Tier 1, I don't need to team play that much. It would be helpful, though, if the rest of the team played. Man, I don't know where I want to go. There's too many boats to the south. I'm in like the worst position I can be in. I'm as far away from everything as I can be. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 boats. And one's not moving because he's so busy punching F keys. It's another thing I've noticed, that the more adept they are at F keys, the less adept they are at the game. Yep. Yeah. And of course, he waits until I'm just in position, and then he kicks it up so he can be right in my way. And he'll keep turning to make sure that he stays in my highway. All right, I'm going to go straight, and you know what? I hope he just stay out of my way. Anyway, for me, Tier 1, I can kind of play a loner. I've said this dozens of times. The way I play the Swan, I don't play it like any other boat. I don't play it like my Orlan. You know, my Orlan is my hangback boat, my long-range boat, and such. The Swan has long range, and I shoot long range when I just need to contribute to an ongoing battle, and I'm not going to get close. I at least have some reach. But by and large, I want to be in close. For an Erie, I have to be at less than 2 kilometers and between 80 and 110 degrees my gun barrel to their hull in order to punch through and get a citadel. So I got to be dead on close. I have to arrange point blank range encounters with Eries in order to citadel them. Other boats, I'd like to be under 4 kilometers. 3 kilometers be great. Well, you can't do fleet operations and surprise operations at the same time. The two things are mutually exclusive. You're going to be a fleet, and somebody in your fleet is going to be seen, which is going to spot you out, or you're going to be stealth, which means being alone. No one knows you're there. They think the water's open and free. And the reason I'm going over here is because I expect this guy to die in a minute. But he may not. Look at there. Almost all of them are going to the south, so maybe I'll take a round here. I tell you, hindsight, I'd like to see that confirmation, by the way, on that. That'd be nice if they really had worked into the algorithm. I know there's been some talk amongst some peeps to Tier 1 about a protected Tier 1 to where you like need 500 battles, just as a buy-in. A Tier 1 premium or something like that, to where you can't jump into the battle unless you got 500 battles at this level to begin with. And I'd love that. I really would. I tell you what, when I see in Matchmaker a bunch of baby seals on the other side, I generally don't use my guns. I just practice my stealth maneuvering and spotting. That's all I do, because it's no fun. What I like is I love intractable enemies that use strategy and cunning. I love to play against that, but I love to play against it down here at the base level, to where it really is their strategy and their capabilities. It's not the fact that they've got a boat that my boat can't deal with. I'm not like a battleship trying to, a Tier 5 battleship trying to deal with a Tier 7 destroyer or something of this nature, to where their equipment is just kind of beyond my ability to really effectively cope with. And but down here, it's your equipment really. Your equipment is secondary to your skill, because everybody's equipment is pretty much the same. Like I said, the Swan I play, very different. but by and large, it's you know, the equipment's the same. It's just how you use it. And I use the Swan differently, and this gets me not a lot of love, I have to say, from people. All right, what have I got? I don't really want to shoot him, but I've just done nothing this whole blooming match, so I might as well do something for the team. All right, so he's coming around, leading him a little far. There we go. Bringing his nose in. And the Swan. All right. Yeah, I know. Let's bring us back to speed. What's he doing? He's going back home. Yeah. This shenanigans. I'm still having to work out how I want to deal with them people. Okay. All right. So we have blunted their southerly offensive. We need to keep them uninterested in our home base. Keep them very, very interested in staying at their home base. So we're gonna come on down here. Yeah, we're tier 1. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be very interesting. I tell you, I did. I didn't. Not that I did. I did not like when they protected tier 1 the way they have. I really was upset because I had fun in my little Orland taking on the Chakumas and the Chesters and, you know, the tier 2 boats. I had a great time with it because it was a heavy challenge, but not an overwhelming challenge. That was before, obviously, they nerfed all the shells, and they nerfed the boats and the shells and everything else to their half power status here. But I've grown to really like it. It is tier 1 is its own game. It's like a mini game. It's like, you want to play the grind warships. Yeah, you want to play the grind warships, or do you just want to play a basic battle boats? And tier 1 gives you the basic battle boats. All right, let's go ahead and initiate the death wish by causing an Eerie to become irritated with me. I know this is probably not gonna end well, but we'll do the work anyway. Take a little pressure off of our southern peeps. Let's keep our leading. Back us off again. We're not doing aimbots. We're just kind of guessing where it'll be based upon where my shells hit after having shot these guns hundreds of thousands of times. Still needing to move him out a little bit more. Land him on the superstructure because I can't sit him from here. Not on a bet. Not for any amount of money you have. Alright, that'll give us that. Yes, it really does. You learn the boat pretty well. Okay, so we just got one boat left. And the Southern Fleet down there. I don't know that Rick is going to do anything about that Swan. He might. If he can dance. Hermelin can tear a Swan up. So, yeah. So what tiers you been at? I mean, you been playing much, and have you been at some of the upper tiers? Or where you been lately? All right, let's put another one together here real quick. Tier 7 to 9, huh? Yeah. I tell you, I got a code for World of Warplanes, and it gave me 3 days of premium. And I had thought about breaking my Iowa out and, you know, moving the Iowa along toward Montana. And overbalanced, yeah. But I tell you, how compared to the just to the fast action, you know, and the 2.6-second reload when I'm hurt, and you know, the close in 2 kilometers, 4 kilometers. Oh, I almost go to sleep in between shell reloads on my Iowa, and it just is. I try to get into it. You know, like I said, the Iowa's. Uh, yeah, the Iowa for me. Yeah, I enjoyed the North Carolina. And such. The Iowa's all right, but it's just the slow pace that just kind of drags me along. Yes, the pace is a little faster when I pull out my New Orleans, a Tier 8 cruiser. But by the same token, you know, it's got radar and hydro, and um, you know, and so I'm a little helpful to the team with my radar and hydro. But you know, all I've got is my shells, no torps or anything else like that. It's kind of a standoffish situation, and so my American cruisers are severely handicapped, and from my perspective, and my battleships are just kind of boring, you know, to hang back and cruise along and take shots and every 30 seconds. Oh, I'm really bored to where down at Tier 1, you know, I can, these battles are refreshing. They really are they're just refreshing and such. So yeah, you know, I don't have premiums like Scharnhorst and all of that kind of stuff. I was chasing the Duke of York, and then I really just I kicked into my battle, and I said, I don't care. I don't care if I have it. I'm not probably going to play it. I don't care if I have it, and I just quit the chase. I don't know. I really just like the little boats. This is where I learned to enjoy the game, and yeah, I know it's not, well, it's not frustrating. It's just boring. It's just, you know, it's just like, oh, go to sleep between each shot. Do I really want to take this shot because it's going to be another half minute before I can do it again? And yeah, I am rotten at DD. Now, when I say rotten, I mean this is like all capital letters. This is like you know, 10-day-old in laying in the sun raw roadkill meat type rotten. Oh my goodness. So I don't play higher tier DDs because it's not fair to the team. I do all right in my Iowa, in not my Montana, my Iowa, my Carolina. Man, I did really well. I really enjoyed Colorado and New Mexico play. In fact, I got a clear skies. I shot down 43 airplanes in my New Mexico once. You know, they just fly over me on my way to somewhere else. Yeah, there are dev strikes. You're right, and I've got on I think I've got on my YouTube to where me and the Iowa, I think I was in the Iowa, maybe the Carolina, maybe, I don't know, won a game and one solo warrior because all the other players were just on the other side of islands, and I was able to cap and stay just above, you know, ahead on the points and such. And my Iowa, I think it was the Iowa, shot down the planes that Enterprise was sending before they could drop on me, you know, and such like that. So that was fun. You know, there's an occasional bright star, but man, oh man, at Tier 1, there's an occasional dim star, and that's the real issue. There are people that love the grind, or people that love to drive a Scharnhorst, like you know, or whatever. Oh, I drive the Bismarck, but I don't. I mean, I thought I loved the Erie, you know, but I kept getting beat up by you people, by you guys in your Orleans, and I'll look for Plembasses unexpected. But you guys in your Orleans made me go, man, I'm scared of that Orland. I got to figure out what that is. So I went to the Orland, and then when you know, when the Swan came out, it took me a while. I played the Swan. I played the Swan like every other boat, and it didn't do very well. It didn't do bad. It just, you know, I had a glass jaw. But over an amount of time, I really kind of thought about how to play the Swan, and that's why I've come up with this island hugging forward ambush thing. And you know, this puts me in the heat of excitement. Sometimes it's dead boring. I may sit for 2-3 minutes waiting for the ambush, you know, and such. But the hunt, the wait, and all this other stuff is really just fun. All right, what's he gonna do? He knows I'm here, but there may not be a here left. Oh, but the other guy. Oh, okay. So we flip our guns to the other one. Well, was no one gonna take that? Thank you. Oh, late. All right, so now I'm getting beat up by this guy. It can't miss. Oh, he's got friends. Oh, an Erie. Oh no. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm not here. I've changed the address. Don't talk to me about Musashi. Don't. You know, I have my beefs with Wargaming, but when they said, "Oh, we're taking Missouri off the block," I tell you what, my low opinion of Wargaming, it really did. It tanked. It is so tanked right now. That's part of the reason I don't care about Duke of York. I don't care about really anything. I really was working for Missouri. I've got about 550,000 free XP. They said, you know, whenever you reach it, it'll be here. And now it's not going to be there. So it's, you know, I could probably grind hard and get it. But I'm not giving Wargaming that time. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give them the time and the effort for that. You know, I'm not going to try to put myself out to make up for their lie. And so I'll just sit on my deal. I don't think I want Musashi. There's nothing about Musashi I want. I read a little bit about it, and it is where Missouri was a wonderful and a unique battleship in that line. All Musashi is just it's a waste of XP. Just get a Yamato at 10, or you know, be happy with your tier 9 Japanese or whatever. So I tell you, Dave, I am just really done. Wargaming has truly broken me of the addiction of the grind. Yeah. Well, it was still a fun ship to have, but Wargaming and their shenanigans, really, they have done the worst thing they could possibly do. I'm a relatively older guy, and I don't spend much money on stuff. You know, I really don't. My wife got me a brand new 40-inch television sitting right here next to me over here, and I was upset with her because I didn't need a television. I didn't want a television. But Wargaming is just, they have broken me of the addiction of the grind. And when I pull out the upper tier ships, I almost do it with a groan, not with a grin. You know, oh, hi, you want to talk to me? Okay, well, let's back off so I can get a context here. There we go. All right, where are we at now? Let's get back into position. Where's our next deal? I don't even know who these people are. I don't know who I'm killing here. I'm so busy yapping and talking and shooting, and oh, it's that same Erie. Oh, this is the Erieville horror. I know. 430 shots later, I might put that Erie out of my misery. Or not. Yeah, whatever. Okay. They had 3 Eries on that team. 3. Golly, I don't know what all these Eries are. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that the Musashi won't earn the credits. Well, it certainly hasn't earned any of my affection. I'm not going to spend my XP on it. You know, like I said, I will probably have 550,000 XP or so by the time they pull Missouri off the line. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, I really think that Wargaming will probably bring Missouri back at some time. Yeah. I really do. I mean, they say it's gone, and so I think to myself, there's still a possibility, so I'm just keep saving my XP. Because it could come back at any time. Just because they say something doesn't mean they mean it. So, you know, I'm pretty happy. Now, a reason I'm chewing right now, as I said, I won 3 days of premium from a World of Warplanes code. I also got a couple of planes. But what I'm doing right now is this. I got 8 hours left. So what? Now, you're not helping my positive attitude here, Dave. Don't do that. The reason I've actually got a flags flying on the Swan here. These flags here, and what I'm doing is with my time, my premium time. I've decided instead of pumping up this, going after that, this is what I'm working on right now. Because my Swan is I'm just 50% extra. Well, I don't need XP. Well, I'm not going to get enough free XP to get the Missouri in time, so I'm not going to even burn my XP flags, because, and partially it's because I don't care. Now, I did really want it. You know what? I did really want it, but the actions of wargaming have made it taste a little like ash to me, and so there may be something I truly want, and so I bank these types of flags, for things that I might really want to kind of reach for, and I need just a little more, but I can burn all of these flags and probably not quite get close enough. Now, I'm not going to burn all these flags and be 50,000 short, and I'm certainly not going to give them money. I mean, I've decided I'm not paying Wargaming a dime until several things change. Not the least of which is their punishment system for team killers and griefers and harassers, and then their detonations. And they say detonations almost never happen. Well, I'm starting to build a collection of screenshots of me being deaded, with the detonation logo, so it's not a devastating strike that I mistook as a detonation, and just show the times that I've been detonated, and such. Just because there's been times, most of the times when I'm detonated, they say it doesn't really make a difference. Usually when I'm detonated, it turns the win for that match into a loss. There was one on a Russian server. It was incredible. I had 3 ships that were coming around, and I was going to ambush them, and I had a good possibility of taking all 3 of them out. The first one of the 3 comes around this corner. I take a shot. They take a shot. They det me. Now, that was 3 of like 5 or 6, and I was going to take those 3 out by myself. Just boom. And because of that detonation, we lost a game that I was completely convinced we were going to win, because I was going to take out more than half the boats myself, but I wasn't there because I was deaded. And so I'm just right now I'm so enjoying World of Warships totally free. And anytime I get any premium time or such, it's because I've run across some code on the internet, and so I plug that code in and get some free time. And right now I'm building up the XP, the Elite XP off of the Swan Captain. So if I want to maybe move my Iowa Captain along or something of this nature, I feel I can become comfortable with Iowa, as I'm kind of comfortable with North Carolina. And both of those boats, I started their captains at 0. A lot of people will move their captains along with them. I don't. Every boat I have has its own captain, and some boats have 2 captains, or whatever. And for reasons I can't even remember why, but my Iowa, my North Carolina captain started just like my North Carolina. They all started with 0s, and I just built them up. I owned a North Carolina, or the New Orleans. I owned the cruiser. I bought that or I researched it in July. I think I bought it in early October when it was on sale, and so it sat for months as research, not bought. And then it sat for about another month as bought, but never taken out. And then when I did take it out, of course, it had no upgrades whatsoever. Its captain was at 0, 1. I paid for the first point or whatever. So I'm not extremely excited about, the higher tier play at all, really. And okay, who I got against me? Grogan's over there. Gord is over there. Casey is over there. No stats are hidden. You usually know what that means. Yeah, they're usually sharks. Who have I got on this side of town? Scooby's dad knows what to do. WMC knows a little bit. Nathaniel's coming along well. Jay Buckaroo. Yeah, so looks like we got peeps on both sides of towns. Once again, I'm in I hate the middle. Golly, I hate the middle. Here we go. The game will respond. Thank you very much. Yeah, so anyway, going back to Missouri, their shenanigans, what they have done in pulling Missouri and saying, oh, it's here is when you're going to get it. So I was leisurely working toward it. Now they're pulling it. You know, I say, you know what, pull it. Go ahead and pull it tomorrow. I don't care. And that's just it. They're not going to pull my chain and work with the, oh, you better start rushing and burning these flags and doing these things in order to get it before we take it away from you. I just say, take it away now. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like I'm like a liberated crack addict. You know, I don't need your crack. I enjoy the hits that I take, but I don't need the next hit. And that's pretty nice. It's a good feeling. I reckon. I wish more people were like that, but usually that's not the case. No loners, they say. Well, that's kind of the way I work. Not sure I can make any changes on that. All right, so we'll take our best guesstimate on where that Orlan will be. Oh, he's going to give me his broadside. What a guy! You are a nice guy. He should give you a sucker. Thank you very much. Ow, man! Instead of a sucker, he gave me a kick in the rump. Was it something I said? I don't understand. Oh man. How many premiums? Oh, okay. All right. Look, I've said for months I'm not giving Wargaming a dime. Then in October, November, whenever that was, they had Texas. He said 100% of proceeds, every dime, goes to the preservation of Texas. Well, I had been dinking with the idea of sending a check to the foundation, okay, to help with Texas's renovation. Well, now I have an opportunity to send that check, except to get the battleship. So I did buy the battleship Texas. So that's a premium. Are you kidding me? What is this? Get this guy. Only the Swan can bring a boat to 32. Only a Swan. So I bought the Texas. I have unlocked. Well, see, they gave me the Albany. They gave most all of the old players Albany, what, a month or so ago. So now everybody's got this, you know, they say, oh, we got too many high-end players. It's the low tiers. And then they give all these old players a tier 2 boat. It's very nice. Way to go. Anyway, so I got the Albany because they gave it to me. Okay, Gord, you're going to stop right there? All right, if you just stop right there. Wait, I've got snow cones. Snow cones coming your way. All right, he's picking up speed. What have I got over here? Got somebody over there? I don't know. Holy cow. Hey, yay, yay. So I got Albany because they gave it to me. I got, see, what else they give to me? Oh, my goodness. I don't have a great deal of... I got Katori because I earned it. All right, so Katori I earned in something they had in, I don't know, early last year. I have Graf Spee. I earned Graf Spee in not the high school fleet thing, the whatever the other thing was that they had going on. Man, I'm sitting here talking, I'm not doing anything. So Graf Spee. What other premium boat have I? Okay, I got Emden. I got Emden in a box. I bought some boxes last Christmas. And I got an Emden, so, you know, I got a couple tier 2s. I got the Vampire. I did the Vampire missions earlier, you know, late last year, and so I got the Vampire. All right. What else? I thought I had another Japanese. Yes, I got Mikasa. Remember they gave Mikasa away early last year, or late 2016 as a... You know, I don't know what. You used to see a Mikasa every now and then in your tier 1, tier 2 battles, and since they just gave it away, kind of like the Albany, you know. So I've got my Mikasa, and I'll play that every now and then just to, you know, because people need to laugh, and when you bring a Mikasa to the, the campaigns, yeah. Let's see. Have you earned the Duke of York? Did you go ahead and finish get the Duke of York? Yeah, I know that there is captain training in the premiums, but I don't know. It's I don't feel like playing my Albany. Uh, I don't feel like playing my premiums that much because it's all upper tier, and I don't care for upper tier play. I mean, that's why we don't see each other very much, because you're spending a lot more time in upper tier, and I have lost my appetite for it. I really have. I mean, I guess I could get good if I would not just be so bored. But I'm just bored down there or up there, Shoot, I'm bored at tier 5. Yeah, it's um I enjoy maybe my cruiser plays a little bit. I tell you, I kind of like the French cruisers. I kind of have a fun time with those Frenchies, um, and such. I've done all right with those. Don't shoot at me because I'm shooting at you. These tit for tat battles have got to quit. Don't just stop already. You can't see me. Can't hit me. No, really. Yeah. All right, just keep shooting because you're mad. That's fine. Go ahead. Keep at it. That's good. All right, so you got lucky once. Out of here. All right, what have I got? I got an Eerie. Of course I've got an Eerie. Yeah, it is. Unless it's the vampire. What am I going to do with that? But I don't know. Again, it's I just don't have a lot of care for high tier play, so having higher tier boats, okay, but I don't care. This is this is fun. We're all in close proximity. We all got about the same type of knife here. I don't have to wait for a destroyer to spot, nor do I have to lament the fact that I haven't got AA for the tier 6, tier 7 planes that are about to overfly and drop bombs on me. I don't have any of this type of stuff down here. I don't have to depend upon others, and I don't have to simply lose because my equipment is insufficient to the task. At tier 1, whatever equipment you got, if you play it long enough, you can make it work. And so, yeah, I'll show you my premiums. Yeah, I haven't taken my vampire out. In fact, my Ching An that I got, I only took it out for the first time, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, just to get it. What do you want to call it? Where you get the wreath around it or something. Get it elite status. I just hated looking at it not having an elite status and such. All right, what have I got? Oh, they're wanting me to enter base, but it's not as much fun to enter base as to bother these people. Oh, it's an Eerie! Oh, you idiot! What are you doing? I'm sitting here taking on an Eerie like I know what I'm doing. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, let's kill this thing with, well, I can't kill it with fire, but I can kill it with something. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no! Hey! Hey! All right. What can we do about these people? Man, oh man. Was it something I've said? People, 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 I don't understand. What's the problem here? Oh well. Well. I'm not paying much attention. I'm sitting here talking. Look, let's get out of this match here. I'll show you what I got. Exit the port. Yes! I don't care. I've been a bad teammate tonight, just yapping and talking. All I wanted to do was just show that no cheats. Like I said, I had that one guy that sidelong accused me of using some sort of cheat mod, and so I was trying to think of a way to show what I have. So that's all I got. Let's see. Where's okay? Tech tree. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Here we go. All right. Start with Japan and work our way down. Well, of course, I got the cartoons. That was from 2015, I think. I did that. That was one of my first real hard missions that I really worked hard. So I got all the cartoon boats. Although I don't watch the cartoons, I never saw them. I just thought, oh, it'd be neat to have some extra boats, not realizing I get 4 Congos and 4 Miyokos. And yeah. So anyway, I was just stupid. What Japan here? What have I got? I know I got Katori. Yeah, Mikasa, they gave me it 2. Katori, they gave me tier 3. I don't think I've got any more any more. I mean, unless you want to call the Southern Dragon a yeah, I just show everything. Yeah, I just whatever here. So if you want to call the Southern Dragon a premium, I don't know. You know what is the Southern Dragon? It's just another what Miyoko. Um, so our American. What am I doing? Oh, they won. Well, that's good. Okay, so here's the Albany they gave me. Gave most people. Here's the Texas that I bought just a month or so ago, and I don't think I've got any other American premiums. Let's take a look here in port, like you say. Let's see here. Premium ships. Yeah, so Mikasa Albany. Emden, these are level 2. Katori level 3 for Japan. Here's the Vampire from the Vampire missions. Here's the cartoon boats. Texas I bought. October Revolution, I did the missions to get the October. I did not do the missions to get the red paint for it because the red paint was the same as the standard paint. You know, it was just the red paint. So I didn't care that much. Graf Spee from the some mission set last year sometime. See, more cartoon boats, and the Southern Dragon came from somewhere. I don't know. And then the Takao Tier 8 cruiser. So, yeah, that's, I guess that's all. Is that all our boats? What's this? Show ships suitable? No, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. No. So, yeah, I guess those are the boats I've got in the different nations that are, you know, what do you want to call them? The premium boats. But Texas is the only one I've purchased. Everything else was Mikasa Albany given to us through codes, I think, or something like that. Emden, the box. Katori was earned. Vampire earned. Cartoon boats earned. Texas bought. Revolution Spey earned. And then all of these cartoon boats were earned as well. So that's about it. You know, it's I got a lot of boats. I mean, I got 99 boats, and then I had like 88 doubloons. Yeah, Emden, for me, Emden came in a box. I think it was a box from a Santa box from last year, you know, and such. I like the little boats. You know, I'll come back to them from time to time and such. But my doubloons, I had some left over from last year. You know, I was at 88. It not anything to do with them. And then I got a super container or something to where, anyway, I was gifted 1,000 doubloons. So I had 1,000 whatever. So they had this sale for ports that was, instead of 50% off, it's 75% off. So I just bought all the ports I could for the doubloons. You know, that's why I have 63. If I had 75, I'd have 0 now because I'd have bought them one more. But so, you know, I've got the ports because I figured I'll just keep the boats as I go along. Because there's different times I'll play a rash of certain boats. Maybe there's some mission set or something in a minimum of tier 4. So I may play all my tier 4 boats, you know, and give it a chance to work them up, or a minimum of tier 5. So I'll pull out all 5 of my Congos, 4 cartoons and a standard Congo, and such. And I don't know, some call, I guess, a ship collector, but I enjoy the lower tier play, partly because of the matchmaking. You know, when up through tier 4, you only get a higher low. You know, tier 5, now you're getting a double high. You know, you're starting to face tier 7 boats, and in a battleship you can kind of hold your own. In tier 5 cruisers, it really gets to be dicey there, and I'm lousy at torpedo boat operations and such. And I almost never play my carriers. Usually I'll play my carriers. I mean, I was surprised when I was looking things over. I don't even remember getting the Independence much less getting 13,000 in it. Um, but there's the independence. I remember playing my Bogue a lot and such. But anyway, yeah, most of my boats will stop at between 5 and 6 for the nations. I went ahead and drove on with the Americans, obviously, in my cruisers and well, in all my boats, I guess, in my cruisers, battleships, as well as um, uh, destroyers. Uh, Never played a CV, huh? Yeah, we're at where are we at? I don't. No, that's not where I'm at. How many battles? I've got 9,000. Yeah, this is when I was working on the Cape or whatever these things are for a while, and then I just said, skip it. I don't want it. Sometimes in order to make sure you don't get addicted, you say no. So that's what I did. How many battles have we got? Summary. I'm not really sure. This is just North American. I'm obviously got my European, Asian, and Russian server accounts. So I guess that's about how many we're dealing with right now, and battle wise. So yeah, with this many in tier 1. So yeah, 46 of them in my Iowa. Ranked plus co-op. I don't know. Is that just no? I think that's only in random. Oh, I don't. I did ranked only in the first season, and co-op. I think I can choose. Here's co-op. Co-op. I have 1,200 battles. Most of those battles, I'll take my boats out just to kind of. I don't want to have a team have somebody can't do anything, so I'll take them out um, just to make sure that I know my controls. I take mainly my aircraft carriers to co-op because I always forget how to run those. So this is just in random battles. Yeah, I don't count my co-op battles though. Really, I mean, it's just co-op is what, a training room. Really, let's be fair. Co-op is just a training room. So yeah, these are the random battles, and like I said, I only have a few ranked, and that's just back from um, what was it? Is that season 1? Something like that. I don't know. Season 1, season 2, whatever it was. Um, so no, I haven't played any ranked battles. Let's see, all seasons. Yeah, pilot season. Was that really the only season I had? I guess that was it. Yeah, because I don't have any other seasons. Just the pilot season. I played rank. Um, yeah, I have not done. I have not done a single mission battle at all. You're talking about these things, um, operations. I haven't hit ranked since the first season. I don't think the only operations I've ever done are a few of those Halloween operations, and that's it. I've just never had a hankering. I've never cared to go into operations. I just hit my random and hit my battle and go there. So I've not done a whole lot there. I'll tell you some other boats, and I don't know what it is, but I have enjoyed um, playing in my where is it? My tier 4 British. Yeah, Orion. Orion is, I don't know why, but for some reason I have fun in my tier 4 Orion. I have fun in the Danae. I don't know why. I don't know. So yeah, they are great at earning XP and premium time, but I don't care. It's like when you don't want to be an alcoholic, I think, and so you make sure and you don't drink a lot. You just take a drink every now and then just to enjoy the drink. That's kind of how I'm treating Warships. I'm not letting it get to me. You know, so I may have 3 days of premium, and I may not play for one of those 3 days, just to make sure that I don't get caught up in, oh, I got to grind this out. Oh, I got to get this. I have to say, keep at the, I don't care whether I have that or not. I the cartoon boats I have, I enjoy playing already. If I get that, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to give these people a hook on me at all. And so I can kind of keep aloof, though. I've played warplanes a little bit. I enjoy it, but not as much as warships. I play tanks a little bit. I certainly don't enjoy it like I enjoy warships. And I played warships at various levels. You know, obviously I had to grind all the way up to get to Iowa. Um, and as you can see, you know, I don't, even on the Iowa, I don't have premium camo. You know, I don't have premium camo on anything unless it came free with the boat, like Texas and Red October Revolution and such like that. You know, I will use the premium camos if I'm chasing things down, but I will only use them if I'm chasing down one and if I have premium time for the multiplier. And so, as you can see, I have a lot. I've used a lot, you know, to get to Iowa. I used a lot in North Carolina because I had won some premium time, 3 days or something like that, and something, I don't know what it was. Yeah, yeah, you don't have a choice, and that's why I don't buy premium. If they sold premium as far as time played rather than, as you call it beautifully, calendar time, I would consider buying premium. But yeah, you know what? You know, you talk about unlocking. I'll show you something. Watch this. All right, watch this. Where's this at here? Come on, old girl. Yeah, you want to see some premium time? I'll show you premium time I've been sitting on for about 5 or 6 months now. Yeah, I think it's probably since July. Level 10. Is this right? I think it is. Are you working? There we go. All right, here we go. I've got all the stars, and I'm ready to play the task anytime. And what do I get when I finish the task? There it is. Now, I've been sitting on this task for probably about 5 months or so, maybe 6 months. Whenever I play one battle in a tier 6 to tier 10 boat, I get 7 days. But I've not really had 7 days sitting in front of me to where I say, I'm going to play a lot of warships. So here sits this task, and here it's sat since, what, I don't know, July, August, sitting, and all I have to do is play one game, and bang, I've got 7 days. But I've not seen 7 days in front of me to really play this game. I may play it, you know, 2 or 3 days or whatever. And I thought, you know, there may be some time where I really want to make a push for something. So I'm just sitting on this right now. You know, I could kill one of these and click one of these right in, and such. But no, I'm not ready to do that as of yet. And as you can see, you know, I had where are we at? Yeah, I had started this, you know, and moved along with this stuff, and then I thought, no, I don't, I don't want it that bad. I'm not going to probably use it, really, and so it's no, don't want it. So I kind of just stopped these things, and I'm just enjoying the game, and I'm kind of staying clear of the grinds. Yeah, so as to not become so hooked on it that like a crack addict, you don't care how they treat you, you're going to give them your money, you know, because he's the crack dealer and you're the crack addict. And I think that they've done some I don't like the way that they punish people who defend themselves against harassers and griefers. I don't like detonations. You know, they say, oh, they don't happen that often. They happen often enough that I've lost a number of games because I was detonated. The game was lost. The match was lost. They want to keep that in there? Okay, fine. That's your game. But I choose not to pay for this just random roll deletion type situation and such. And so in order for me to maintain my aloofness to the game, There's some things I actively stay away from. So I kind of, yeah, it is. I don't want to get frustrated. I'm frustrated with the company, and but I love the gameplay. I looked in 2015. I got a hankering to play toy boats, and I just searched the net and I ran into this game, and I loved it. And I loved it even when you and Captain Pike and all the rest of the people beat me up with your mighty Orleans in my poor defenseless Erie. But I loved it, you know, and I climbed back in, and I was going to take you out next round if I could. and yes, I did the grind. I mean, take a look. Here's all the boats. I did the grind for a while, and I thought I'm just going to grind up every level, you know, as they came along. And I've got almost every boat through level, you know, level 4 of every free boat in every nation, and such. But after a while, the higher I got, the less I enjoyed it. And then, oh yeah, sure, that's kind. It's a lie, I'm sure, but it's kind. Um, so I'm trying to keep healthy. I'll play my Iowa from time to time. It's funny. I'll play my Graf Spay from time to time, and dog stinking gone it, I do. I get in my Graf Spay, and I play that thing like it's nothing but a super uh, a, a super black swan. I'm sitting there. Long gone, huh? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I know. I see burleys. I do. Um, but I'll play my Graf Spay like a ramped up swan. You know, hugging islands and swinging out and surprising, and oh, having torpedoes on my tail end is just that's just treats and such. And I enjoy the cruiser play at mid levels and such. And frankly, I don't mind Carolina and Iowa, but I can only take a few battles. I really can. I can only take a few before I'm just bored to tears. I mean, yeah, I may get a nice broadside, and then other times I just get sick of seeing 1305. You know, 1305, one lousy shell hit some aberrant part of the boat, and such. So there's sometimes I have fabulous games in my big boats. There's sometimes I have horrid games in my big boats and such. And in time, I'll take the Colorado out and check and see what the buff on the Colorado did. You know, I haven't played it since they buffed that thing up, and I have fond memories. My New Mexico, oh man, some people complain, but the New Mexico treated me well, and such, and uh, and the like. I like my bigger boats, partly because I'm just not a good DD driver. I'm just not. I love to see them operate, but I don't know how they do it. I try to do what they do, and all I do is die. I'm worthless to the team. At least in a BB, I'm somewhat. Yeah, yeah. Uh, well, yeah. But if you grind through the BBs, in particular a particular line, you know, for me it was the American line that I ran through. You just ramp up your understandings and capabilities. You know, the time you spend at each level gives you some training, kind of gets you ready for the next as you get savvy with the particular boat, and you move to the next one. You know, yeah, it does take a mindset. It's a mindset I don't have. You would think that I'd have it because I try to play my Black Swan like a cross between a DD and a sub. But man, when I get into high, even medium tier DDs, I don't know. I haven't got the mindset. Maybe I would after 50 or 100 or 150 games and such. But sometimes I'll have fabulous games in my DDs, and again, sometimes I'll just do pretty rotten. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I try to do. Well, at least what I did, you know, in these earlier days. The later days, I would just, you know, I'd play my Benson or whatever I have, Mayhand over here, Benson, um, you know, one or two times and just get disgusted. And yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah, I'll play my Benson and I'll go to my North Carolina. It's not a good transition. It's not a good transition at all. So anyway, Well, what I wanted to do, like I said, I was hoping to kind of, I'm putting this video together and um, to show things that are running in the background, and so like I said, I had this, I think a guy that accused me of cheating, and I'd never been accused of cheating before, really. uh, I've been disliked, I've been shot at, I've been all sorts of things. I don't have I'm not well liked, I'll put it that way, by a lot of people, but never accused of cheating. um, so I was thinking, these other guys, these high-end unicoms that were using cheap programs, but yet they broadcast. So the only way I could figure out how to do it was just to simply show the desktop, show the whole thing, show everything running. Well, at higher levels, frankly, at higher levels, I really believe it still goes on. It's just one of those things. Let's not talk about it, so we don't have to be worried about it. And you do your best, whatever. And it's like they said, the cheap program may help people, but the cheap program does not lock your ship in a straight line. That's your fingers that lock your ship in a straight line or move it around, and so it's up to speed and direction. Can frustrate most cheap programs and such. So anyway, I just wanted to show off this desktop and such, and to give an indication that sometimes it's just uh, you know when I can hit the way I hit with the Swan, it's not because I've got some overlay running, but it's because I've shot these guns at these same boats for thousands, tens of thousands of shots, hundreds of thousands of shots. And new players, you can't do that. I had some people, how do you play how can you kill these mini boats and all this kind of stuff? Because they can't conceive of that. The only thing they can conceive of is just driving out in the middle of four boats and they get killed before they can shoot one. So when I shoot four boats without getting killed, I must be cheating, because they can't conceive of another way of doing it. But when you play a boat so long, and the Swan is just comfortable. And this guy has been not only at 19, I've taken probably 300,000 of this pool. Yeah, the Bathtub, I didn't get to play that weekend, if you can believe it. I never actually got to play the Bathtub boats. But the Bathtub boats are what I call my tier 1 play, because it's so natural, and so that's why I have the port the way that I do. But anyway, it's let's see, where am I at here? Let's put, do I want this? Is that what I want? No. Is that what I want? Sure, that'll work. Why not? I think that's what I want. Anyway, um, well, I'm sorry I missed the real Bathtub boats, that April Fools. That was what, 2016, 15, something, I don't know, 2016, and such. But when I started streaming and recording tier 1 play, I was thinking there was not a better option than calling it Bathtub boats, because they're just little boats, and so when Aslain's mods came out, and when I started using the mod packs, and I saw that this port was available, well, that was a given, and this port is available not only in Aslain's, but it's also available in the official Wargaming distributed mod pack as well. And such. So it was just a natural port to use to go along with with the title and with the whole genre. But anyway, this is I've been burning my premium time to this time around just to build this up. This guy's he's had probably 1.1 million and such. So no, I have never actually seen any video of the Bathtub boat gameplay. So maybe I should look that up sometime. I do a lot of YouTube, but I never thought of just looking that up and seeing what I missed. I'd probably only make me jealous if I did, so that wouldn't be any good. Anyway, it's that's what I've been doing here. It's just burning some. Um, okay, sounds good. Um, but building up some elite commander XP so that if I'm wanting to um, move my Iowa captain along, some of these upper levels, and get them an extra deal or two. Because they're not too far along. My Iowa, he's got 10 on him right now. He's got his basics. So if I ever get the hankering, oh, I want this or I want that, I've got a good pool to draw from. But in order for that pool to be nice and deep, I've got to, I got to pull out the Swan, because the Swan is the one that's digging that pool right now with my 19er. So anyway. Well, listen, I'm going to call this one good here for this stream, and it's fun talking to you and such. I wish I'd see you more in the game, but I understand you're running those upper tiers right now, and hey, that's great. That really is. Maybe sometime I'll pull out a level 6 boat or something and maybe see you. How do you send me a quick link? Let me think. How would that happen? If nothing else, you got you might be able to send it through the chat program. Can you not send the link in the chat itself? You can try that. If not, you can send it to my email, laalaa.games@gmail.com, and it's easy peasy there. Yeah, something like that. And let's see, I can click on that. I think I can click on that, and what will happen? Oh, look, pull up my Dell display, and I clicked on your link, and there it is. Ha ha! There you are, huh? Look at that. Pretty fun. What's that? That's a New York port? Oh my goodness, the Wakataki, Menakazi, the Oba. Yeah, that'll be great. I have never seen a bathtub boats video. Never seen them. Look at that. So that's what it looked like. Strange though, but they've never done it since then. Wow. One has to wonder why. You know what? I'm gonna save this for later. I'm gonna watch that later. I'm gonna show that. Well, this is fine. This works. I'll do this here. So that's, yeah. You wonder. It looks like they'd put a lot of work into it. You wonder why they don't keep it up unless they have a lot of different boats now or something like that. I don't know. And they can't make all the same. But I'll watch some of that. I will do that tonight. That'll be a fun thing to do, and such. Well, listen, hey, it's been fun. I appreciate you here talking at me, and I'll check that link out as well. In fact, I'll click that, and then I can just look at there. Opens up another one. Cowabunga. All right.
Oh, but the battle hasn't started yet. We're in Das Boot. Our German bathtub jacuzzi boat.
Oh gosh, that's fun. That is fun. Yeah, so I'll keep both of these in my queue here and look at these things here tonight. All right. Hey, hopefully we'll see you when we see you. You take care, guy. And to anyone else watching, hopefully it's giving you a bit of a look-see, as I've just kind of shown you my desktop. No cheats, nothing running in the background. It's just straightforward. And what I do is because of practice, not because of predictive software or anything else. So anyway, appreciate you watching. You take care.